What's up, photo booth business owners? Now, you guys already know I made a ton of videos on education on how to launch a photo booth business. I documented everything. I'm documenting everything again for this new venture. I'll start off with this gorgeous shower. This is where I'm gonna freshen up, get my scrub-a-dub on right here. One thing we cannot ignore is the application of wood, which is something that I wanna bring up to you guys. Now, I am here on a trip and I'm gonna be stopping by the forest where the agriculture and the actual hard assets are gonna be located, because as I mentioned earlier in my previous videos, guys, I'm becoming an investor. I started a business and I'm trying to escape the hustle, so I'm investing. More on that in a few seconds, but the wood, there's wood here everywhere. If you guys look, there's wood here, there's wood right over there. Wood is being applied in this entire cabin, which proves a point that it's totally worth investing in hardwood assets, right? Whether it's mahogany, cedar, rosewood, which is pretty rare, but you definitely have an opportunity to invest as a small business owner. But here's the thing that I love the most here is that my place has a jacuzzi with jets and a little bit of light. And in the morning, and I'm gonna take, oh my God, look at the full moon. Thank you, God, for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day and this beautiful evening. I'm gonna have this open view of the entire Laguna, and then the sun is probably gonna rise on that side, I'm pretty sure. So that right there's the part that I'm really excited about. Now, the reason I am documenting this and I'm bringing you guys into my venture, because it definitely paid off when I did it with the photo booth business. And so I know a lot of you guys have got to a point that are aging away like me and are wondering, there has to be more than just a hustle. So what am I doing? I am educating myself. I'm doing my diligence. I am really becoming super curious about this concept about investing in hardwoods, because as you guys can see, these woods are applied everywhere. And not only that, when you guys are starting to plant trees, right? Not only do you help the ecosystem and it helps with the carbon footprint, but at the same time, for me, guys, as a business owner, I had to find a way to get some tax write-offs, right? And so when you guys invest in assets and real estate, you guys can get tax write-offs. So this is another reason why I am doing it. Plus, these trees can 10x, over time, and it's a safe bet. So not only am I getting some trees for me, but I'm getting some trees for my daughter. And so I have a very strategic way in how I'm gonna buy these trees, how I'm gonna put them into a self-directed 401k so that I can build assets, but also have tax write-offs at the end of the year. Because you guys know that in the States, especially California, they always want us to pay more taxes on income, more taxes on sales tax, and it just goes on forever. And so I've been looking for ways to have my money work for me. And so this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm documenting a new venture as I become an investor. I guess you guys can say like a full-time investor, because you guys want to earn more money and make more money, and I get it. The reason why is because you guys want to buy more things, acquire more things, and live life and get more experience out of life. And I know that you have to have capital for that. And so I went through that, all right? So I'm going to be 40 years old pretty soon, and every decade has taught me something. Like one of the first decades, I learned that I just wanted to make more money at an hourly rate, right? So for like 10 years, I went from job to job to job. I have a total of over 35 jobs, okay? Just whatever. That part's not the most important. And then 10 years later, I learned, due to research and books, I learned that you don't get wealthy off of making a high hourly rate job, right? You can become wealthy by making profits. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna start pivoting and I'm gonna see how I can make profits. So then I started offering services and I started making a profit. And then 10 years passed by, right? Now I'm in like my late 30s. I realized not only is it about profits, but most importantly, it's about investments in assets. And the reason why is because even when I was making a profit, or when I was making like, $100, $200 an hour, I realized that I was always at a crunch for time. I was always hustling, right? The word hustle. It's no longer sexy anymore. Back then, hustle, everybody was proud of being a straight up hustler. There was choruses by Rick Ross, I'm a hustler. There are people making shirts, I'm a hustler, and all that. But guys, I'm getting to a point where I don't have that same amount of energy anymore. I really don't. And so I wanted to learn, how can I have my money that I'm making every week, every month, start working for me? And in fact, all the money that I was actually making was taxed at the end of the year. So this is why I started this journey, because I knew that there was going to be another way, a better way to start building financial wealth while also doing something positive for Earth, okay? Because as consumers, all we do is consume, and Earth only has so many resources. According to scientists, right now, at the rate that we are going as consumers, as a whole connected consciousness here in the physical form, we need 1.6 Earths more so that we can live on for another 20 years. That's how bad it is. So I thought to myself, well, I love greenery, I love trees, I love being on the planet, I love going out to the mountains. I just love the outdoors. So me being inside of a room like this right now, even though I'm indoors, there's so much wood, it really stimulates me at a spiritual level, at an energetic level, at a visual level. And so this is exactly what I want to do. I just want to share my journey, share my passions again with you guys, just like I did with the photo booth, and just kind of show you guys what I'm learning as I am aging away. But quite honestly, like I said, I don't want to continue hustle super hard anymore. I want to do things that I'm passionate about so that I can have the energy to continue pushing forward, just like I made 1,000 videos, tutorial videos on the photo booth business. I was driven, I was passionate, but now I feel like I need to step it up and I can actually take it to another level as far as how much of an impact I can make while I'm here live here with you guys here today. So if you guys want to follow this journey, if you guys want to become investors too, just know that I was in a place in my life where I wanted to buy real estate property so that I can Airbnb it. That was one of the cool things that I wanted to do. I thought Airbnb concepts are so cool. I spoke to Airbnb coaches, mentors, people that are already doing it. They're saying, David, it's truly about location, but most importantly, one thing that we struggle is finding a housekeeping team that's really reliable and does a really good job so that we can get good ratings when the person's at the actual property. But on top of that, sometimes we have bad tenants and X, Y, and Z. So the profit margins there are doable. You can live with it, but it's just a lot of responsibility and a lot of money. But I still like the idea of owning property. But quite honestly, I didn't have $20,000, $30,000 to put down on a property. And I thought it was such a huge commitment, plus the interest that you're giving the bank. And so finally, I found a way that I can actually become an investor and start off with $450 just to buy at least one tree and then add trees periodically, whether it's monthly, whether it's quarterly, or whether it's annually. It's totally up to you. Fact is, I found a way that I can honestly say this works well for me, because I can buy trees at a certain rate, I can buy land at a certain rate, and I can put it into a solo 401k. And not only am I helping out the globe, Mother Earth, because you know me, guys, I'm pretty spiritual when it comes to this thing, but at the same time, I'm planning for a better future, literally planting a seed. So if you are a single mom, single dad, if you're African American, if you're Hispanic, and you don't have big money, old money, just know that I'm right there with you. The only difference, guys, is that I hustled for over 20 years and I have a little bit of money that I can say I can start investing strategically, because remember, guys, I also want those tax write-offs. All right, so it's been a pleasure making this video, and I have this huge documentary coming because I've been working my butt off still, like I said, hustling, but damn, my feet hurt. So I'm about to get into that jacuzzi. How'd you say, David? I'm about to get into that jacuzzi. What the heck does that mean, bro? I'm about to get into this jacuzzi and enjoy the rest of the day. Today I went out to the field. It's called Las Azucenas, and I met with one of the actual engineers, an excavator, and I sat down and had an interview with them because I want to know more about this concept. I want to know more about the actual process and how it can help not only small businesses and individuals, but enterprises and corporations. Because think about this, corporations, they pay talent to help the corporation scale and grow and remain a big giant in this thing. But what I notice is there's a shift, and let's admit it, there's this shift where what's happening is those same people that were working for corporations are finally starting to wake up to the point where they rather work for themselves and either become a freelancer, a contractor, or just straight up be self-employed. So corporations, enterprises are having a hard time keeping these key players on deck. So it's time that they do more for their people. For these corporations really have to step it up and incentivize every individual that's going to help them long term. And one thing that they can actually do is reduce their carbon footprint by offering their employees, hey, you come work with us every year. We give our employees 10 trees, okay? Kind of like a 401k. Like instead of matching half of what you contribute, they can actually give you hardwood assets. There's so much going on, guys. And I've been diving deep into this stuff. In fact, like I said, I'm creating a whole documentary. And I hope you guys are intrigued enough to follow me. And during this journey, help me out with your questions so that I can actually go and find answers to those questions. And so this is gonna be it for the night. I wanna relax a little bit and then get back to work. But let's just admit it, hustling just isn't sexy anymore. We need to plan strategically and also live a life not beyond our means, okay? This cabin that you guys are seeing right here, I understand it's not the cheapest, but as a business owner, I am making an investment. So this is part of the journey, and I wanna say thank you, Ita Global, for putting this together so that I can come out here and do my diligence before I become a major investor. See you guys in the next video. Together, we can make a difference. Peace.